I'm like, oh God, oh my God. Bitch, I run the game, y'all just commentate from the side.
What up, guys? It's your girl KeezyKay here, and I told you guys I'll be reacting to Big Brother Season 20 and Episode 4 just aired. And like, guys, when I tell you so much has happened since the last recap, I don't even know where to start. Like, okay, let's just start right here. So where did we leave off? Okay, last night's episode. We're gonna start from there. The veto and the veto meeting. So obviously, Fezzy won. He didn't use it. So as I said, last recap, none were the same. I just didn't reveal who won. Like I said, Bailey was one I was insinuating that was gonna go up, and I know for a fact she was gonna be upset about it. And obviously, if she's upset, Christopher was gonna be upset by it because he didn't want her up. So he was like, "Yo, if I play, I'm keeping them the same." So in my head, I'm like, "Yo, everything is falling into play here." All right, let's get some few things out of the way. Right off the bat, CBS made a comment based on the house guests, and I think they were mainly focusing on Angela and Rachel. Because like in the beginning, like when you watch the live feeds, or like they'll say like the things the house guests say or their belief, that CBS doesn't condone what they say. That's their own personal, and like, you know, in the house, I'm not like justifying what they did was like me, but I'm just saying in the house they obviously forget like there's cameras, which I don't understand. I would 100% always be like, there's cameras, but they were just so in tune, and they made some not nice comments, and they had to be reminded on the live feeds, like, guys, like, house guests, this is a reminder, like, you are being watched 24/7, so you need to be careful of what you say, basically like that. And then Angela had a meltdown because obviously they talked to them. She was devastated. Like, I don't know if she was just shocked. Like, she wouldn't speak to nobody. Rachel was more subdued about it. Rachel was like just keeping to herself. And so now that they got the message about they gotta watch what they say, because you're on TV and you're being watched 24/7. So what you say, there's always gonna be people that take offense of the smallest thing. People will go out of proportion. So I'm saying, yes, they were in the wrong, but I feel like now they know better. So it's like, if you're gonna like insult somebody on their act, like, keep it strictly game. Don't inherit outside of the game. Because then at that point, it's no longer game. It's just you being inconsiderate and rude. I don't know how we got to this point. So in my head, I'm like, yes, Sam is safe. So here's what I've been hearing first. Okay, because I keep forgetting it says a chance. So let's say Sam gets evicted. My thing is, okay, she had the chance to come back into the house. So people are insinuating there was a game that has to be played, like a battle back into the house. And people were saying like Paul and when, because that's why I thought this was gonna be a celebrity edition Big Brother, like with Zach. I don't need no more of Paul in this game. We seen Paul in the celebrity Big Brother game, strictly celebrity. We seen him on like Big Brother Over the Top, 2 seasons back to back. That's like 4 seasons of Paul right there. We don't need Paul back on the show, because I promise you, if Paul gets back on the show and you guys don't send this dude home right away, 100%, I don't care what nobody says to me. Whatever he says, does in the game, I'm like, Paul deserves to win. Because if you keep letting him back, because if you let him in the house and you let him, like, come on, if you see the dude's gameplay, it's amazing. But if you see it a lot of time, you should know how Paul is, and you need to get Paul out. Don't matter what, like, Paul, I'm being honest with you straight up, you're a good competitor, but you're not making it past me. And I'm sending you home. Just be honest about it. But I don't need any more Paul back. That's what I've been hearing, but hopefully it's not Paul. I feel like it's going to be somebody coming back. That's what I feel like. That's what I'm kind of sensing, because I don't think they were like, oh, just let her come back in. It's a key to it. I just don't know what it is. That's what I'm saying. Hopefully she doesn't have to use it. Because they said the 4th person automatically comes back. So you know what I'm thinking? It's let's say Sam gets evicted, and then whoever gets next evicted, they battle, and then whoever wins out of that comes into the house. And if Sam stays, that's 1 week gone, and 2 weeks. Let's say, like, I don't know, Tyler gets evicted. She's like, no, I'm giving it to Tyler. But then, like, Tyler gets that chance. Instead of him just going home, whoever is the next evicted gets the battle, who wins out of that. So he had a chance. It's like you win or lose. Now here's what pisses me off. Now I said this to you guys already. My top 5, obviously, Sam, Brett, Tyler, Rachel, and Casey. My top 5. All in an alliance together. So that makes it easy. I don't have to be splitting sides up. Now, the other side, Winston, it's like he's the dominant one out of that group. And here's what I don't like. And here's what I'm not liking Brett anymore. And I'm about to take Brett out of my 5. I mean, 1, Brett hasn't done anything except follow Winston around like a puppy dog. That's all Brett is do. And they're like, dude, they're thinking we're idiots and stuff. Like, we don't know what's going on. Like, come on, guys. Be realistic. And here's the thing that really pissed me off. So they were set on the whole side wanting to keep Sam. Then all of a sudden, Winston alone, and then Brett follows. But Winston first goes, you know what? I'm thinking of keeping Steve because Steve, he has Scotty, and that's 2 people on our side. With Sam, that's only 1, and if we save Sam, we risk exposing our alliance just to keep her safe. Because Sam, she's an idiot. She doesn't know how to play the game. Like, she's uncontrollable, she's emotional, she's unstable. This is all Winston. And then Brett jumps in and says some other stuff. Basically, he's just following suit. He was like, yo, so we're going to meet up with everyone later and tell them we want Sam out. In my head, I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? I'm like, Winston, do you not know? Like, obviously, Christopher's side knows if you're not on their side, automatically, you're on the other side. So it's like exposing what alliance if they already know you guys are all in alliance together. It's not that hard to figure it out. Maybe some don't know. Maybe some know you guys are cool with each other. But either way, they group you all together. And I'm just like, wow. I really don't like Winston. Like, I want Winston to go home. Because I feel like if he goes home, Brett will have to think for himself. And then he's talking about Rachel. First of all, when I think of Rachel, I think of Angela. I don't think of Brett and Rachel. Like, I don't see the showmance there. So he's like, you know what, I'm getting sick and tired of Rachel. He's like, because people insinuate, and Winston's like, yeah, I've heard people say that. Ooh. Because I don't think of Rachel and Brett as a showmance. That's like if Winston leaves and Brett has to attach himself to somebody else. Brett is the attacher. It's not the other way around. It's Brett. He's the attacher. He has to attach himself to someone. Now everybody's on our side. It's like, oh, hesitant about Sam, this and that. Maybe we should vote Sam because Steve would be on our side. Steve was never on their side. He even said that. Like, he's on their side. So I'm like, I don't understand the logic they got going on there about how keeping Steve benefits them. Keeping Sam benefits them because Sam is on their side. Steve is not, and Scotty is not. But here's how it is. I was upset first, but then I was like, I kind of get it. Now, mind you, all the stuff Winston was saying. So Tyler slowly, he told Casey that Sam had the power. And Casey was like, well, Tyler said that, like, Sam was going to tell everyone. But Casey was like, Tyler was like, but I convinced her not to. And Casey was like, that's smart because it would have been a lot of fake people coming to her and, like, basically kissing up to her because she has the power. And Casey was like, it's smart. And I believe it's smart because that's how true colors are shown. And, like, right now, when I tell you this dude did a 180, he did a 180. So he's like, that's what I'm saying. He was like, no matter what, we have to stick loyal to him. He's like, because Sam is staying in the house regardless. So he's like, we all flip. That shows mad disloyalty. He's like, everybody just stay on, just vote. Just vote to evict Steve. Vote to evict Steve. That's all he was saying. Katie was like, all right, I'm going to talk to them. And so basically she was talking to like Angela, Rachel, and Winston about it. But a little prior to earlier, the 2 votes that I said they needed to flip was Caitlyn and Haley. Now Haley, they said, I thought it was going to be Caitlyn, but obviously they're saying Caitlyn is a lost cause at this point, so they're trying to convince Haley. Now Haley listens to JC and Tyler. She likes those 2. And the house was saying that like she's really fond of JC, and JC is really fond of her. So those two are like close. I feel like a lot of people in the house, like 3 people are associated with Haley. 4. You have Tyler and Haley, you have JC and Haley, you have Caitlyn and Haley, and you have Fezzi and Haley. Like, I feel like Haley's sitting in a good position. So she was saying, like, let's say if I do flip, she said there's going to be 6 people looking for the person that flipped. And it was like, they're not even going to be worried about you. They have bigger targets to get, like Winston and Angela. They have targets to get. They're not going to be worried about you. They're going to be focused on getting them out rather than you. So I feel like if Tyler, if they keep working her, hopefully Haley flips, and that's all we need. JC was telling them, right? And Wesley got upset. He was talking to Brett. He said, who the fuck made JC the king around here? Like, why is everyone listening to what JC says? And everybody was like, you don't understand. Haley could potentially flip, and she's close with Tyler and JC. And she was like, at the end of the day, if Tyler is Tyler's HOH, so we're gonna. If Tyler says he wants Steve out, then we're gonna vote Steve out. He was like, I think we need to all have a sit down. And I guess I'm just like, yo, Winston is the fakest person ever. I'm like, dude, I'm watching you like a hawk. You are so fake. It's not even funny. And here's the worst part of it. So he's like up there in the HOH with the rest of the level 6 people, and he's really like, him and Brett are saying like, no, Sam is a lost cause. Sam is a lost cause. We don't need Sam. We can keep Steve and we can reel him in. And I'm like, he's not on your side. He's not on your side. So then Tyler's like, oh my god, oh my god. And Tyler's like, oh my freaking god. He was like, Sam has the power. He was like, I didn't want to say anything, but like, you guys have to vote to keep Sam. It's like, she has the power to come back. And so Winston's whole attitude changed real fast. He was like, oh, I thought Sam was useless in this game. Oh, I thought she had a poor game. Like, she's a good player. Like, she fooled all of us. She was like, wow. He's like, I take everything back that I said about Sam. Like, she fooled me. He's like, I love Sam. And I'm sitting here like, Winston, you are the fakest person ever. I swear. I just want Tyler to go back and report to Sam. I'm like, Sam, don't trust Winston. Don't trust Winston. Don't trust him. Like, if Brett keeps this up and following suit with Winston, he knows, like, at this point, I'm gonna have to jump sail on the Brett train and kick him cahoots. I have somebody easily that I can take. I was gonna take Haley over Brett because Haley's playing a much better game than Brett. All Brett has been doing is playing follow the leader. That's all he's been doing. So hopefully, if this goes well, since now everybody in level 6 basically knows Sam has it, but Tyler hasn't told Sam yet that he told everyone. And more interesting, at this point, I think maybe, just maybe, here's what's going on. Haley, Rockstar, and Caitlyn are freaking out about the votes. Tyler, at this point, is just telling everybody. He's like, if you vote for Steve to stay, you're gonna be screwed. Because the power is on Sam's side, on this side. And it's gonna be used on one of you guys. It's gonna screw you guys up. That's basically what he said. It was saying like, Christopher doesn't trust you, this, that. And so Caitlyn and Haley are having a conversation to themselves. They was like, oh, Brett. Tyler didn't say who had it. They just assumed it was Brett. And they're like, Brett has the power and he's gonna use it on one of us. And so she was like, I literally think we need to like vote that way. And they're like, she's like, whatever we do together. She's like, we're gonna vote the same way. All 3 of them essentially don't want to flip because that'll be obvious as to who flipped. They were thinking it'd be better if just one person flips and then the other 2 vote. They only need 1 vote to flip the house. So Caitlyn was saying, I'll flip. Essentially, that's what she was getting at. And they were just like, I don't know. They're freaking out, as they should. Because, I mean, if this is all great potential and whatnot, if it gets Sam stained, she doesn't have to use it. Oh, heaven on earth. It's like, 100% I think Rockstar is going to stay and vote Steve. Vote to keep Steve, I'm sorry. But they were like, I vote Steve. They were like, oh, you just voted to evict Steve. I think it'd be funny if somebody did that. They're gonna vote to keep, Proctor's gonna vote to keep Steve. So she's gonna vote to, I vote to evict Sam. It's between Haley and Kate, one of them. They said they were gonna vote together. I really don't know. I think they might have think it through just in case, because they really planned it up that they want one person to flip instead of two because it'll look more suspicious. One person that'll be kind of harder to find rather than if you have 2 or 3 people. I think deep down, I'm betting my money on Haley is gonna be the one to flip. That's what I think. All of this anticipation is just killing me, guys. All of it is just to make sure Sam stays in the house. It's just unfathomable. Did you guys see Sam in the veto competition? She was the only girl there, and she made it all the way to the shotgun. Like, come on. Christopher, the snake, you better just, like, terrified as I would be, just move it. That's all you gotta do, move it. That's all you have to do, just move it and grab it. That is it. Sam did amazing in that. Tyler could have won that as well, but he's choosing he chose the pump move and gave it to Taylor. That's what he did. Guys, I guess we'll find out tonight if what they said matched. I just hope Sam stays. Like, no offense to Steve, but Steve, you gotta go. I mean, there's no purpose for you here. Sam performs way better than Steve. And yes, Steve goes, whatever. Scotty will find somebody else to click with. 100%, I guarantee you. As soon as Steve leaves, Scotty will find somebody else to click with. And that is it for this recap, guys. Fingers crossed. I'm KeezyKay, saying see ya.